Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut. Alright, we're going to talk again about the former Mets ace, Jacob deGrom, and how he seems to think that he thought he was going to come back to the Mets. Well, if he thought that way, he should have signed the contract, and that video will start right now. Before we get into this video, I'm going to need you to subscribe to this channel and like this video. I do plenty of Mets content on here and Major League Baseball. And this is the kind of channel you want to subscribe to and follow. I'll give you everything you could possibly want out of a Mets channel. Trades, free agent signings, Mets history. I got everything here. So this is the channel you want to subscribe to. From SportsYahoo.com. Headline: Mets Buck Showalter, Jacob deGrom really thought he'd return to the Mets, to New York. Oh, really? Could have fooled me. And it's written by it. Doesn't matter who wrote it. Now, I love reading these articles. Hope you like me reading to you. And here we go. The Mets have had... Oh, who wrote it? It doesn't matter, right? Right. The Mets have had an exciting offseason, retaining stars like Edwin Diaz and Brandon Nimmo, while bringing in new faces. Well, bringing out new faces. Justin Verlander and Kodai Senga, among others. The team also locked up National League batting champion Jeff McNeil to a new 4-year deal. But one of the biggest storylines was about a player they didn't retain, as Jacob deGrom shocked the baseball world by signing a 5-year, $185 million deal with the Rangers. I was not surprised he was leaving the Mets. By the way, if you want to know what's going on here with the Mets, what's really going on behind the scenes and everything, I know everything that's going on with the Mets. This is the channel you want to subscribe to. Mets manager Buck Showalter spoke with NewJersey.com's Bob Klapisch earlier this month, and among the topics they discussed was his departure. That's deGrom's departure, with Showalter saying deGrom wanted to return to New York. Quote, "Yes, I do." Showalter responded when asked if he thought deGrom was happy in New York. Quote, "I just talked to him the other day. He said someday I'd like to sit down with you, explain what really happened. I really thought I'd be back there." Really? Well, what was preventing you from signing? Let's go down memory lane. In 2021, the new Met ownership told Jacob, because Jacob was not happy with his contract then, he wanted a 5-year deal. The Mets told him, no, we're going to give you a 3-year extension. After he opted out. He did not like that. That is the truth. That's the total honest truth of why Jacob is not here with the Mets. He wanted 5 years. The Mets would not give it to him. But I'll read you what the great manager of the Mets, Buck Showalter, says. Quote, "I'll take him at his word. But I think it's pretty simple. The Rangers made him an offer that was light years ahead of everyone else. Plus, there's no state income tax in Texas, and he was looking for a place to spread out. He's got it. Jake will be happy there, and he'll pitch well. He was great to have around. He was always good with me. But the thing is, Jake is from rural Central Florida. He just wants to be left alone to pitch. We'll miss him, but I can't dwell on it at this point." Well, he shouldn't have to worry about it. But it's interesting that he is... interesting that he's telling the manager this. Why? Who cares? And as fans, we've moved on. And here is something interesting. Shortly after deGrom agreed to his deal with the Rangers, SNY MLB insider Andy Martino reported that deGrom never gave the Mets the chance to make a last best offer. Exactly. Quote, "By the time we heard from him, he was so down the road of Texas it was happening," a Mets source told SNY. Showalter made it clear that the Mets did in fact want deGrom back, but at the end of the day, the Rangers deal was just too good for him to turn down. "Everyone would have liked to have Jake. We had a chance and took steps to make it happen, but Texas made a lengthier offer." Ding, ding, ding. Correctamundo. The Mets did not want to give him 5 years because they know his history injury-wise, and they know the player. No team knows a player better than the team that's drafted you, the team that has seen you come up and been down your lowest points, and he was at his lowest point several times with the Mets. We know that in the minor leagues after he had the Tommy John surgery, and in particular that start that he had in Texas, of all places, back in 2017, where he was like, he had to be consoled by Terry Collins. So he just didn't want to be here anymore. There's no reason for him to go, go and tell different people that, well, there's another story to this. No story. You took more money and you took more years. Mets didn't want to give him 5 years. He wanted 5 years. They weren't going to do that. The Mets have done a good job so far of not giving big contracts to guys at a certain age. And they're not doing, this group is not doing that. Well, let me know what you think about this video. Again, this is the channel you want to follow if you're a Mets fan. I know everything about the Mets. I will not pull punches when it comes to players, or anything. So if that's the kind of show you want to watch, this is the kind of show you want to subscribe to. I do everything about the Mets. I've been doing all these shorts about how many days until spring training, and when we get finished with that, I'll put up different short videos about how close we're getting to opening day, and that's going to be fun. And you need to subscribe to these live streams. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. Soon there'll be merchandise on the channel once I get off my dose and get that all prepared. And you'll want to keep an eye out for that. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.